Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ihsan-Ashraf and I am from Lahore, Pakistan. Today I want to inform you something very important. Actually, today I would like to tell you about a story, a very small story that can maybe change your life. We use many words in our daily lives, but sometimes some of our words and some little incidents change our lives, right? Sometimes we think we get angry when we hear some sentences in our daily life, but when we get to our destination, when we accomplish some goals, then we think, and when we look back, then we think, oh yes, that was the point where I just encouraged myself and took this first step. But that time we don't really find that moment really good. For example, there is a piece of advice always people tell that, but we neglect. There is a piece of advice that you should always rely on yourself. I mean, some people, they take it negatively, and they get the wrong perception or the wrong interpretation of this word. They said that why you shouldn't rely on other people. It means that you have ego, you're an arrogant person. That's why you are saying that you should have to be relying on yourself. But no, that's not the point. What I'm discussing here. What I'm trying to highlight is that you shouldn't ever think that other people are gonna do something for you, spending their life working for you. No, that's not gonna happen. Even your own children, even your own parents, even your own buddies and your own life partners sometimes do not work for yourself, and do not work for you, and do not work for the other people. Sometimes they are busy, they have to pay attention on their own lives, and you should also have to pay attention on your own life. So you know what? Some people in the world of today, they do not pay attention, and they do not think that they themselves should do something. They just, mostly the ladies, they don't, in Asian and Arabs and African countries, they often think that their husbands, their fathers, or their sons are going to work for them. And that is why they stay in their homes, they do nothing, and then they face many problems in their lives. So I would like to suggest, I would like to tell you a story. Once there was a home, and an English couple used to live there. So what used to be happening then, every day, a wife, she was very good wife, and she wanted to save the money, and she wanted to decorate the home so that her husband could come each day home and would feel like he comes into the paradise. She had a good intention. So what she decided to collect $10 each day so that she could make her house just like the house of paradise. So she had good intention, and she had good intention not only for herself, but for her husband. So what happened that she used to ask her husband for the $10 each day, and her husband used to give her. But one day her husband was like surprised, said that why you take $10, and she was like surprised, and suddenly she felt like she is something that is not important, or she is something like slave or a servant, so that she's being asked, right? So her husband maybe simply just asked, but she took it seriously. So when she asked to her husband that please give me $10, and he said why? He asked why. When he asked why, that very moment just clicked, and that very moment just boiled the lady, and she started thinking that I'm having something good I'm having good intentions, having something good for him, and he is asking me why do I need $10, and how helpless am I living, how helpless I am that I am asking him to give me $10. That very moment she just thought about one little phrase, and she said, enough is enough, she said to herself. And that very day she decided that she was no longer asking, or she was no longer thinking to get money from her husband. She was not gonna ask next time. She decided, she thought that she was not really gonna ask, so she didn't ask. What she did, she had some money, and she herself started, she had like little education, and she started teaching to small children. She started collecting money. So with the passage of time, she collected when a certain kind of amount that could help her to take a small house on rent and could open a school. So what she did, she made an amount, and she just took a house on rent, and she opened a small school. So she started working hard day and night. All the time she used to think about the school. So one day she made a big school, and then she just started making branches of that school into different parts of the cities. So started by doing a lot, one by one, step by step. With the passage of time, she became one of the richest lady of that area. So she was very happy of having that future, that obviously a bright future for her. So she was very happy. So the thing is that sometimes what happens in our lives, that why don't we get ahead? Why don't we accomplish our goals? Because we don't pay attention. And we think that we not just think, but we rely on others. When we rely on others, that is the point where we just stop growing, where we just pick ourselves and put in a place where we are just imprisoned. So that lady, when she decided that enough is enough, she's not going to take any penny from her husband, but herself she's gonna be working. When she started working, when she struggled hard, and she has done a great job, and she started earning an amount of money that was higher than her husband used to earn. So here are some stories that really motivate us, that really inspire us. So what we need to do is that we shouldn't ever rely on other people. We shouldn't ever rely on our children, our parents, our friends, our brothers, sisters, or anyone. We should always rely on ourselves, and we should just struggle, and we should just work hard, and then see God what gonna give us. God is gonna give us a lot that we have ever imagined. So if you like this video, please share this video so that other people, there are many people out there who want to be inspired, so that they can get this video. Have a good day. Don't rely on other people, rely on yourself, and just tell yourself finally enough is enough. Thank you so much.